Now here we are back in Zeroville, and in the last episode we had a bit of a bandit invasion in our city, but we managed to quell that pretty easily. Now, we are basically at the point of the series where we are just going to be taking city after city as we get enough of an army to actually take care of it. Now, we have a couple more of these loyalists that we can go ahead and hire, and we don't really have anyone else of our culture that we can hire. However, we could probably hire a few more Taneas. I don't see much of an issue with that, so we'll hire this guy. And we only really want people with at least 10 combat skill other than the loyalists that we're hiring. And just to explain, basically at this point, I've tried everything and it just does not seem like we can increase the amount of peasants. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and do what I talked about, which is move this over here, and we're going to move it so that it's at least as close as possible to the hall, because they will have to bring the goods over from the hall over to here, and we'll let everybody just buy meat or whatever they want, and we'll go ahead, and we're going to place another tavern here, and basically, if you do not have, it seems as many taverns as you have temples, it seems that you don't actually have enough to service everybody. Now, it doesn't really matter too much because we haven't been holding enough moonshine, but just in case, look how swarmed this is, and there are plenty of people that are just kind of walking around and not hanging out at the tavern, so I think this is kind of the max, and it looks like there's probably, I don't know how many people, maybe it's even less than 50, I'm not too sure. But anyways, this is going to probably finish us up for how much in-city stuff that I'm going to show you. Just know that I'm basically, I'm taking care of knowledge still. I am taking care of our instructions and learning, and, you know, if I need to, I'll build some more peasant houses, but I doubt I'm going to need to. And otherwise, I will just be updating you guys as we are actually taking control of the rest of the foreseeable map. So we are obviously going to take out Gorno and put them into our alliance, hopefully. Although I think they're going to refuse this neutrality, and then we're going to have to try to actually attack them. And looking at it right now, we have a 6 combat skill, but we have 42 men. Siva has 44 men and a 9 combat skill. And Kriege has 29 people with also a 9 in combat. So, as it stands right now, we need more people. I mean, that's pretty much where it comes to. And are any of these guys, they all have serious wounds. They're all probably going to die. We'll just use them as the labor for now then. And I will let you guys know if there is anything major, but basically we are just kind of on the end game here, and Sadabor may not even make it to the end. I have a feeling that he's going to die soon. Yeah, so I will update you guys if there is anything else major to discuss. Okay, now Gorno has refused our offer to become neutral. So we are going to need to attack him, but we are going to attack this camp of forest bandits first. Mainly because I want to get Vitamir's command skill up just that little bit higher. So we are going to throw Philid, Vitamir, and yeah, just everybody else, and we're going to go ahead and take care of this bandit camp. And that way, we can hopefully, oh, we have an axe now. And hopefully we can level Vitamir up just a little bit higher, and we'll take out probably this one as well. This one's not worth doing because it's only got 1 man, and there is no other one, so that is going to hopefully get us another command skill. Okay, here we are at the bandit camp, and we are just going to go into this. We have overwhelming numbers, but I don't want to really risk the chance that that they will somehow manage to kill some of us. And we'll just go right for these guys, and then we'll probably go for the tower next. Take care of that, because what I've found is that they cause themselves to get burnt. So I'm going to try something, and we'll see if it helps. It seems like they all got pulled in anyways. That's okay though. Okay, go ahead and take this down. Alright, so hit that, and now come over here. Oh, well, they're already doing it themselves. This time they're staying away from the tower, so hopefully the burns don't get to them, and we'll just kind of let them get pulled in. And there we go. Just like that. And hopefully nobody got burned now. I don't see any burns anyways. Some people have some injuries, but that is something I'm going to be trying a little bit more because I do not want to risk the burns. I don't think it's super likely that it gets them killed, but it's still not really worth the risk of all the injuries and everything. Okay, now we'll go into this other bandit camp. There's only 7 people here, so this isn't going to even be worth talking about. And unsurprisingly, we lost nobody, captured 2. And of course that gives us a little bit more of a benefit to our relations with everybody in the area. And we get a 500 gold total, nothing really too substantial, 2 prisoners. And we did lose some prisoners, but that's just, they're escaping, so. Okay, so we got home, did some work, let everybody just kind of heal their injuries. A few of them had infected wounds or whatever, and so they had to use their medical salves, and now we are basically ready to go and attack Gorno. Now they do have a total of 17 reinforcements. It's only Siva. Kriege has not sent them any reinforcements. So overall I think we should be plenty okay here. Yeah, we're actually, wow. One of their strongest units, actually their strongest unit, has just a crossbow, so that's actually looking pretty good for us. Now, unfortunately, we haven't been able to get a lot of mercenaries today. For some reason, they haven't replenished. I think it's every 2 or 3 days. So either way, we're going to have to just live with that for the moment. But we'll send Philid, of course, and we're going to leave a few people back. This guy's actually got an infected wound still. He must not have had an extra medical salve. Hopefully he'll take care of that soon. We'll send some of these fodder people back because we want them to be able to deal with any flesh wolf activity, so we don't want to actually leave us with nobody. And we also want just enough that can take care of the prisoners as well. I think that's about the only ones we really need to keep back. Alright, and so that's 36. Maybe I'll add a few more back into the army. Like this guy, he's happy enough. Alright, so maybe, yeah, leave about 8. That should overpower the prisoners pretty easily. And this leaves us with 40. Hopefully this is enough. Add those 3 maces in. It's saying 62%. I'm not loving that, but we will see. Okay, and actually I did forget to put Sadwar in. I think we're going to go ahead and just do that because, I mean, if he ends up dying, as long as one of Sadwar or Vitamir survive, should be okay. So we'll do Vitamir here, throw Philid in, Sadwar, and that is 41 now. That is a lot better. We'll go with this. 68%. Now here we are at Gorno, and we are just going to jump right on in and take a look at what we've got going on here. Okay. Where is our... Hold on. 17, what is that, 22? That seems like a lot less than what it claimed. Alright, this will be a lot easier if this is actually correct. We'll see. Okay, it looks like that's 18, 26, 30? I'm counting 30. This may be a little more difficult now, but that is still a lot easier than I was actually expecting. Enemy squad commander is already unconscious, and now we are up to a 6 command. Yeah, this is looking like it's going pretty well our way. Looking good, okay, yeah. And Laronda passed away. I don't know who that is. Not something I'm worried about. Sadwar and Vitamir are doing just fine. Let's go ahead and burn this down, and now go over to this one so hopefully nobody gets caught on fire. No. Oh, why are they not listening? No. Oh, they're not listening. Hopefully nobody gets burned. Why aren't you guys listening? Yeah, somebody's... Oh, they're getting burnt, I think. Alright. Oh, no. I don't know why they wouldn't listen there. No, stop doing that. We're losing people because of it, too, I think. I think several people got burnt. No, they're bleeding. Let's see. Yep, this guy got a couple of burns. It says only slight pains. Maybe it wasn't the most crucial aspect. But yeah, it looks like these guys are just walking in the fire. I have no idea why. Well, Sadwar and Vitamir seem to have lived. We only actually lost 4. Okay, that's not as bad as it looked like. It looked like we were losing close to a dozen. So, okay. Gorna is now forced into neutrality. Let us invite them to our alliance. We might send a messenger this time. We don't... Do we need another trade route? I don't think we're going to. We still, of course, have the Gorno trade route that lasts for 6 more days. This one lasts for 11 more days. So that should be more than enough for our purposes. But, I mean, Sadibor is basically done with. He just has a couple of inspections, and then I can just send him. Now, some good news for us is Gorno immediately decided to join our alliance. And as well, that gives us our kingly ambition here, which is going to probably make Sadibor quite happy, I would think. And the next one on our list then, wow, look at this. We have all this opened up, but nobody is buying meat. Nobody's buying meat. Well, so much for that, right? What we could do is use the paper to maybe buy something good. Is there anything that we can buy? No, it looks like everybody's buying armor. Nobody's selling anything really interesting. There are more camps that we could try to take out. But I think what we're going to do, let's see how Kenna is. Wow, they are actually pretty strong. So that might be our last goal here then. Hildemar is one of the people we captured from Gorno, and he's actually trying to escape. How's he doing with that? It looks like he's fighting somebody relatively strong. They're already injured. And now they're unconscious. Is he gonna make it out? No, he did not. Alright, well, let's see, who else is strong? These guys are, wow, they have a really strong army, even though there's not as many of them. So, I think we can try to make it over to Kenna. We need to take out Siva. Well, they're actually pretty weak already. I don't think there's really much of a need to take care of them. Oh, Hildemar is actually from Siva, so we can actually try to send him. Wow, a total of 1,000. Will they give us that full 1,000? They will give us 729 so far. I'm going to wait a little bit, and then we will do that. But yeah, this alliance really isn't very strong anymore, and they can't really do anything, so I'm not going to even worry about them. They don't even hate us as strongly anymore either. So I think the next goal then is to get over to Kenna and take them out, because they are way too strong. I do not like that. So we're going to go ahead and try to force Lacria into neutrality now. This may be difficult though. If we do this, then we have this entire kingdom trying to attack us. Most of their vassals are actually really weak. Okay, yeah, I'm not worried about it then. We just basically only need to worry about Kenna. They're going to be difficult. Okay, somewhat surprisingly, these guys actually accepted our ultimatum to become peaceful, or become neutrals. Now, Lacria is completely neutral, and Sadibor is still right here, so we're going to try and force them into our alliance now. It doesn't let us. They do not regard us highly enough. Okay, they need a +5 relation. That's easy enough. At least we can just have Sadibor go in and spend time. Now, as well, apparently Siva is coming to attack Wormwood over here. They are sending a full army of 7. Oh my god, you guys. Let's just, Vitamir is a little bit sad right now, so we're gonna let him stay home, and we'll just have Sadibor. Or, now, funny enough, Lacria actually just accepted our, neutralization order, and we are going to go ahead. We need a little bit stronger of a relationship with them to invite them to our alliance. We are going to have Sadibor spend some time with them. And as you can see, Siva is actually sending an army to attack Wormwood. A full army of 7, which is hilarious to me. Just checking this ransom again, and we will actually get the full ransom now. Since we do not have any trade routes that we're probably going to be able to start, we're just going to send a messenger on this. And that will get us another 1,000 gold, which we can use on even more mercenaries. And what we're going to do here, I think, is send an army to just attack it on the road so it can't even make it to our village. And we're going to send, of course, Vitamir and Sadwar. And 36 is probably way too much here. We don't really want to risk our lower tier warriors on this. We like to use them as meat shields on the more important fights, so... Is there anybody else who is too weak for this? Now we have 26. I would like around 3 times their number. So this looks pretty good. And we will send as many armors as possible, and we will send as many weapons as we need. And there we go. 72%, of course, that will be no issue. Okay, so unfortunately, spending time with them did not actually affect their relationship with us. I think what we could do, offering to King, we can send them some paper. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this, and we'll just have Sadabor take care of that when he is over there. And offering to King, and we'll have Sadabor do this. This should improve their relation with us by 7, which we need so that we can go and attack these guys. Kenna, I think their name was. And they accepted that. Okay, that's good. Now, refuses to join an alliance in which his enemy Gorno is already a member. Okay, so he hates Gorno now. How badly? Wow. Minus 36. Okay, that is not good. Praise a neighbor? Relation between your kings is 11. But it must be at least 25. Okay. What are our options then? I guess we will just have to wait. I guess we'll just have to wait. And we'll go over to Siva in the meantime. And hopefully we can, just pass the time, and we'll just have to keep coming over here and improving our relations with them until we can get them to be convinced that Gorno is actually their friend. Now, of course, they have the xenophobia, and that's one of the big reasons here why they hate each other. But now we do have this battle here with Siva, and let's go ahead and just run right on in. There's not too much to say here. They're quite weak. Look at all those swords. They're all swordsmen. Huh. I hope we get some of their swords. That would be amazing. Run on in, take them all out. Oh yeah, they collapsed. Kranika is dead. Yep, they're done. Please give us some of those swords. That would make this all completely worth it. Okay, so one thing I didn't think of is that we can actually go to Gorno and praise the neighbor Tihana, and hopefully this will actually improve their relation together. Now, as well, we do have this bandit camp over here, and we can actually go and attack this to further improve our relationship with Lucria, and hopefully that gives us the opportunity to actually mend this relationship here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and try to attack this, and we'll just send, let's see, we'll send Vidamir to attack it. We don't really need that many people for this, of course, because it is a really, really small camp. So we'll just send our absolute best who are very unlikely to die in this conflict. Just like that. So that's, what is that, 9 people? That should be more than enough, I think. And we will send just spears, armors. That looks good to me. We could also send Fleet and Sadabor, but we're just going to send only Vidamir on this one. And that's 80%, so we'll do that. And as well, we are trying to force Siva into neutrality, which will break up this alliance even more. Okay, so Siva did refuse, so we're going to have to attack them, but we'll do that once this other army gets back. Okay, so apparently the praise of the neighbor was actually successful, and now Gorno and Lucria should have a slightly higher relationship. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough, and I guess their relationship to Gorno is actually not better here in Lucria, which is unfortunate. Is that going to be enough then? It seems not. Invite? Nope. Okay. We could do this peace treaty. Okay, so we're gonna send Sadabor to do this, and then by the time he gets there to do the peace treaty, he'll be able to spend a little more time with them, and he should be able to convince them to actually like Gorno. What's going on here? Oh, they joined back to Kenna. Oh no. Okay, I think that's where we're going to call it for today then. We'll go ahead and deal with this Kenna kingdom in the next episode. And otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.